We are now entering the time of the Cenacle. Ooh, what is that? The time of the Cenacle is the time when Jesus sent the disciples and the Virgin Mary to Jerusalem to pray and to wait for the Holy Spirit to come upon them so that they can go all over the earth and be the witnesses of Christ. You remember that during the Last Supper, Jesus 4 times spoke to them about the Holy Spirit to come. Why do we need the Holy Spirit? Why does Jesus disappear at the Ascension, leaving the poor disciples alone? You know, imagine you have been with Jesus for 3 years, hearing his teaching, his preaching, seeing him performing amazing miracles. Wow, you are quite happy to be the friends and the chosen one of such a great man, the Messiah of Israel. Yeah. But you know what? Jesus leaves them alone. Now they have to work and to evangelize the whole world. But how can you do that when the only skills you have in life is to fish, to go fishing? So they need something else. And those poor men are chosen poor by Jesus so that the power of the Holy Spirit makes evident to the whole world that those poor guys are invested with a divine power that will shine through them. And that will be the strong signs of the presence of the Holy Spirit acting everywhere, the presence of Jesus. You know what he said? I, Jesus, will send you the Holy Spirit from the Father. So those pages of the Gospel of St. John that we are reading every day right now teach us about the truth concerning the Holy Trinity. Jesus is not just a man. He is God assuming a human body as the Son, the eternal Son of the Father. This is why he doesn't say, the Father will send you the Holy Spirit and I will be a mediator. No, I, Jesus, will send you the Holy Spirit from the Father. How is he going to do that? You also remember he said, if I don't go away, I will not send you the Holy Spirit. But if I go, I will send him to you. What does he mean? He means that going away is the sacrifice of the cross. He's going to die in his body. He borrowed from us the human nature to put that human nature to death out of love for the Father and for us. The world has to know that I love the Father and I do everything as the Father commanded me to do. You remember? He teaches us obedience. So he died in obedience. He suffered for us out of obedience and out of love. Understand that the Holy Spirit is the love between the Father and the Son. The Holy Trinity want to dwell in us. And our Christian life is impossible without receiving the Holy Spirit, so that the Holy Trinity makes of our body and soul a holy tabernacle. So you understand now that the question of the disciple is completely off. Lord, will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? Ah, poor disciples, 3 years with Jesus and they didn't get it. Jesus doesn't come on earth to restore the kingdom of Israel. He comes down on earth to knock down the devil and for good, to kick him out the human soul, to kick sin out by his death and resurrection, so that the devil doesn't have any power on us and that we all be glorified one day. That's why the disciples had to receive the Holy Spirit. So now, what do we need to do? To pray more. If you don't have a prayer time every day, beg the Holy Spirit to remind you every morning, every evening, when you go to bed and when you get up in the morning, to say, Lord, I offer you my day. Please send me the Holy Spirit of piety, wisdom, knowledge, fear of the Lord. And then our life will be filled with joy, peace, and we will be instrument of peace and joy for others as the great signs of the presence of Jesus in us. Have a very blessed time of the Cenacle for the next 10 days, especially. God bless you.